The first week. The calm before the shitstorm. Here's the thing. Nobody tells you about the first week off steroids. It is actually not that bad. You'll feel pretty normal, maybe even great. You're thinking, wow, that was easy. Why was everyone being so dramatic? Oh, you sweet summer child. This is the same energy as thinking you rave fine after 3 tequila shots. Because you haven't fallen down yet. Your body is still running on fumes residual testosterone, stored metabolites. Pure delusion. You're basically a cartoon character who's run off a cliff but hasn't looked down yet. You might even hit the gym and think, I'm still strong. I'm keeping my gains. Yeah, and the Titanic was still floating for a solid 2 hours after it hit the iceberg. How'd that turn out? During this week, your testicles remember them. Those 2 decorative ornaments that have been on vacation for months are slowly waking up like a Windows 95 computer. Except they're not sure if they remember how to do their job anymore. They're like, wait, you want us to make testosterone? Bro, we've been retired. We took up pottery. Week 2 to 4. Welcome to Hell's Waiting Room. And then week 2 hits dot. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is when reality shows up with a baseball bat and your body as natural testosterone production is still buffering like a 2005 YouTube video on dial-up internet. First, the fatigue. And I don't mean I'm tired. I mean climbing stairs feels like summiting Everest in flip-flops tired. Getting out of bed requires the same mental preparation as a Navy SEAL mission. You'll sit on the couch and genuinely forget if you're awake or having a dream about sitting on a couch. Then comes the depression. Now, I'm not talking about feeling a bit sad because your favorite show got canceled. I am talking about the kind of existential dread where you're standing in the shower, questioning every life decision you've ever made, including what flavor Pop-Tart you chose in 2011. You'll cry at commercials, not the sad Aska ones. Those make sense. I am talking about crying at a Tide commercial because the mom folded the laundry so lovingly. And why doesn't anyone fold your laundry with that much care? Your libido, gone, vanished. Disappeared like your dad when he said he was going to get cigarettes. Your dick has the enthusiasm of a depressed teenager being asked to clean their room. Even when you want sex, your body's like, nah. Best I can do is a half-interested shrug. Actually, quick question before we continue into the darkness. Drop a comment and tell me, what is the dumbest reason you've ever cried? And be honest, because I once teared up watching a YouTube video about a rescue dog, and it wasn't even a sad one. The dog was fine. The muscle loss. Watching your gains evaporate. Now, let's talk about what you really care about. Your muscles. Those beautiful, artificially inflated, pharmaceutical-grade muscles that made you feel like a Greek god. They're leaving. Not all at once. That would be too merciful. No, they're ghosting you slowly. Like a Tinder match who's just been really busy lately. You'll lose the water weight first. You're going to be more than a pregnant lady at a water park. Your muscles will literally deflate like a bouncy castle at the end of a kid's birthday party. Shirts that were tight will suddenly fit normally, and you'll experience what I call reverse body dysmorphia. Looking in the mirror and thinking, where the fuck did I go? Studies show you can lose anywhere from 20 to 50% of your steroid gain muscle within a few months. That $3,000 cycle. That's $60 per pound of muscle that's about to disappear. Congratulations. You just paid luxury car prices for a rental. And here's the real mindfuck. You'll still be training hard. You'll be eating right, sleeping well, doing everything by the book, and your body will just shrink. Like you're doing everything you did before. But now you look like you're cosplaying as your former self. Your gym brothers will notice too. They won't say anything directly, but you'll catch the glances, the slight confusion in their eyes. One day someone will say, "You losing weight," and you'll want to deadlift them through the floor. Let's talk about what's happening inside your body, because it's basically a government mental collapse. For months, maybe years, you've been pumping synthetic testosterone into your system. Your body has been living like a trust fund kid whose parents pay for everything. Your testicles and pituitary gland have been on permanent vacation in the Bahamas, sipping margaritas, not a care in the world. And suddenly you've cut off the money supply. Your body's entire endocrine system is looking around like, wait, who's supposed to be making testosterone now? And your balls are like, yo, we haven't done this in forever. Give us a minute. Actually, give us several months. This is called hypogonadism, which is medical speak for your nuts are on strike. Your testosterone levels might drop to 100 to 200 ANG, DL when they should be 300 to 1000. That's basically hormonal poverty. You have the testosterone levels of an 80-year-old man, but you weigh 28 and you can't explain to your girlfriend why you have zero interest in sex and cried during a insurance commercial. Some guys develop gynecomastia bitch tits during this phase because of course you do. Your estrogen levels are partying like it's 1999 while your testosterone is in the fetal position. You spent 2 years trying to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and now your chest is doing its best. Pamela Anderson impression. The hot flashes are real too. You'll be sitting at your desk at work, and suddenly you ray sweating like you ray in a sauna. Your coworkers will ask if you ray okay, and you'll have to make up some lie about the thermostat, instead of explaining that your endocrine system is having a complete meltdown. Post-cycle therapy, the bare minimum now. Some of you smart cookies did PCT post-cycle therapy. You took your Nolvadex, your Clomid, maybe some HCG. You read the forums. You did the research. Congratulations, you're still going to feel like shit, just as slightly less shit. It's like the difference between getting hit by a car and getting hit by a really aggressive shopping cart. PCT helps, don't get me wrong. It's like having a fire extinguisher when your house is burning down. Is it better than nothing? Absolutely. Will it prevent the fire? Brother, the fire already happened. We're in damage control mode. The guys who didn't do PCT, oh man, you guys are in for a truly special experience. Your testosterone might take 6 to 12 months to recover. Some people never fully recover. Yeah, you heard that right. Never. Your balls might just permanently retire to Florida and refuse to answer your calls. There are guys walking around right now, 5 years post-cycle, still on TRT because their natural production never came back. They're 32 years old and medically dependent on testosterone for life. That's not fear-mongering, that's just math and endocrinology being an absolute bitch. The mental game, your brain on empty. But you know what's worse than the physical stuff? The mental warfare. You'll look at old photos of yourself from peak cycle. You'll see that gythic traps, capped delts, veins like a roadmap. And you'll think, that's who I really am. That's the real me. Except it wasn't. That was you on drugs. And I say that with all the love in the world, you were on performance-enhancing drugs. It is like saying your real self is drunk you because you feel more confident after 6 beers. The body dysmorphia hits different when you're coming off. You'll feel small even when you're not. You'll feel weak even when you're hitting decent numbers. Every time you look in the mirror, your brain will whisper, "Remember when you looked good?" And here is the thing nobody tells you. This is the part where a lot of guys say fuck it and hop back on. Because living as enhanced you feels better than living as natural you having an identity crisis. This is how people end up permablasting. This is how 25-year-olds end up on TRT for life. Not because they planned it, but because coming off felt so goddamn miserable that going back on seemed like the only logical choice. Look, I'm not here to tell you that taking steroids makes you a bad person. You're an adult. You made a choice. But if you're quitting or thinking about quitting, you need to know what you're walking into. Your body will recover. For most people. Eventually. But it's going to suck. Like, really suck. There will be days you question everything. Days where you feel like a shadow of your former self. Days where your emotions are more unstable than a Jenga tower in an earthquake. But here's the beautiful part. On the other side of this hormonal nightmare, you get to find out who you actually are. Not enhanced you, not pharmacologically optimized you, just you. And maybe that guy is strong enough. Maybe that guy is enough. Or maybe you'll decide that guy sucks and you're hopping back on. And honestly, that's also a valid choice. At least you'll make it with full information. Before you go, do me a favor if this video made you feel even slightly less alone in your steroid regret spiral. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more brutally honest talks about the stuff nobody else wants to admit. Your support actually matters, even though I'm legally obligated to pretend it doesn't. And drop a comment. Are you currently cycling? Thinking about quitting? Already quit and living your best natural life? Or are you just here for the chaos? Let me know. Stay strong, stay smart, and remember, your balls believe in you, even if they're currently the size of raisins.